I was 12 when this frightening memory happened. It was coming around the time of Easter, and I was super excited, and so were my friends. We got to go on a 2-week break from school. In the neighborhood I lived in, all of the neighbors would set up fun Easter egg hunts for all the kids to do. My friends and I always loved doing the egg hunts. This year, Easter was different, and I will never do Easter egg hunting again. The adults told us whoever could get a special egg would be rewarded. I laughed with my friends on who would get the egg this year. The adults yelled go, and everyone went off searching. I went off more near the quiet side of the neighborhood, where I found a trail of Easter eggs leading through long grass. I couldn't believe I was finding this many eggs. I was so excited I just kept picking them up, not worrying about my whereabouts. As I kept following the trail, I finally realized I was standing in front of an abandoned-looking house. It was a large 2-story house with mold and weeds growing on it. But the door was wide open and the inside was completely dark. But the eggs led up onto the porch and inside the house. I had a feeling telling me to go back and to meet with my friends. I was confused why no other kids were on this side of the town. But being a kid, my thoughts ran straight to the thought of the special egg being in the house. But as I made my way up onto the porch, I saw something horrifying. I heard the floorboards creak, and I saw a very large-looking man hiding in the dark beside the doorway with what looked like a bat in his hand, ready to swing. Before I could think, I turned and took off sprinting as fast as I could to get away from that house. But when I looked back, horrified me more. I saw the large-looking man standing out on his porch staring at me with the bat. Let's just say I got home and I never told anybody that story. And I definitely never did the Easter egg hunt again. I'm not sure why I'm telling this story now after that many years, but the more I think about it, the more creepy it makes me feel. It was the night before Easter. I was about 9 when this story took place. I couldn't wait for the morning. I was so excited laying in my bed. I was trying to get to sleep, but I couldn't with all of the excitement, and I had to go to the bathroom. The bathroom was downstairs. I creeped out of my room very quietly so I wouldn't wake my parents. I got to the bathroom, and as I finished, I washed my hands and slowly left. I rubbed my eyes before heading to the stairs. When I noticed something in the corner of the living room, it was a tall human dressed up in a white bunny suit with 2 ears that flopped down. At first I was startled, and the more my eyes adjusted, I got really eerie. I went to say something, but the man in the bunny suit put his hand to his mouth, and I went quiet before making my way back up the stairs. In my head at the time, I was thinking maybe it was one of my parents putting eggs out in the house. But as I made my way past their room, they were both dead asleep. I fell asleep that night wondering about it. And now that I look back on it, this story freaks me out more and more, making me wonder who the hell was dressed up in a bunny suit standing in the corner of my house. Be careful out there, you never know who's waiting.